clamps are so weak.
Are you ready?
Am I ready? That's a great question. I have the mind of a pencil neck right now. I don't feel like I'm ready. But that's why I had Mama come in here. I said, Mama, get your freaking eyeballs on here. I'm trying to hit the biggest weights of my life. You think I don't want a single witness other than digitally?
Just the 4-man guys.
Why do you keep playing this stuff? What are you
No, I'm not playing this. This is
just
YouTube.
change it.
I don't have Spotify on the computer.
Same stuff. This is live shows for now, so here we go. This is Insurrection.
A very insurrection.
Are we listening to the radio? Is that what it is?
No, it's like Trivium's deepest cuts. They're playing music live or something in like their basement or something.
Oh, well, that's cool.
Yeah.
But just like,
Not good for maxing out though.
well, also just hard to talk over talking.
Don't tell me how to live. Don't tell me how to live my life. I make no excuses without having nothing close. That's fucking badass! Yeah! I'm it! Yeah! This is what I'm fighting for! What? What?
What are you doing?
Get myself psyched out. Are you kidding me?
Hurts my ears.
I'm sorry, Mama, but that's not,
like
it's not
echoing.
about you. That's why I hit the biggest weights of my life. And we're 50 pounds away from it right now. You freaking ready for this shit?
Yeah.
I said, you freaking ready for this shit?
Yeah, are you ready?
Ah!
Oh my goodness. Poor neighbors.
Well, this is how I get my real strength up.
This is why we need a bigger house and a bigger lot. And a quieter street. Turn it up.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna turn it up. I feel the glitch, the cortex! That's as loud as it gets? Fuck! Is that even loud? Stop till I'm awake! Ah, yeah, baby! Yeah! Ah! Ah! Woo! Woo!
Get it!
Ah!
That's good, but a grind, right?
What's Moogie?
It was a grind.
I don't think I called it a good starting position, but yeah, it was harder than I wanted it to be. But was it hard?
I don't
It's
know.
always hard to tell at that point. It's only 40 pounds difference now, or 50. Let me out. There's nothing in the world like horse cocking serious steel. Nothing. You agree with me?
I mean,
Kind of.
I don't get as excited as you do. I don't think many people get quite as excited as you do. That's what that shirt has turned into now?
What shirt? Thick as frick?
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna wash it. Mom, you don't get what it's like to salivate and regurgitate.
I see you have one of Chloe's pool towels on the bench as well.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 9, 5, 5, 85, 6, 75, 765, 775. Adrenaline of the gods. Give me the adrenaline of the gods! Yeah!
Get it! Go! Get it!
Fuck now! If I may freaking interject, you think I'm not freaking fired off, pissed and frisky? I am probably been in here an hour after the 775 attempts. I tried it even just want it so bad, hurts so bad not to get. And it's like, man, but I'm freaking prepared. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm freaking prepared. But I'll be honest with you guys. Every attempt before I went for it, I had my mind on like, oh, are my straps locked in enough? Do you know what I'm saying? Like my mind would go to something for a second, which would tell me I wasn't freaking locked in and I wasn't 100% confident. And I say it all the time. If you doubt yourself for a second, it's not happening. And every attempt I did, I doubted myself for a second. All right. I'm not saying I doubted myself the whole time. I was very confident, but there were moments where the tunes were building up and I wanted to rip it off the freaking ground so hard. And I was thinking like, oh, maybe my straps aren't on tight. You know what I mean? It's just excuses. When the excuses come in your head, it's freaking over, man. But I tell this to people all the time, and I have to tell myself again, because this is the most important lesson out of all of this, guys, is I didn't fail. You know what I'm saying? I didn't successfully lift it, but it's not a failure. The only failure is not trying in the first place, right? And the thing is, I did just 2 days ago, I did the freaking, not even 48 hours ago, I did the heavy eccentric 847 eccentric RDL into the 675 concentric, super easy concentric with the 675. And I know people are going to be like, well, man, but maybe it doesn't have that much carryover. And I'm telling you, it does. It freaking does. I think I just jumped the gun. I feel like I can't quite recover like I used to in regards to, before I used to max out every day. I can't freaking do that anymore. It's just, 36 years old. It just doesn't really work for me that well anymore. Taking 1 day off for me, it's not enough anymore, right? Not for deadlifts, maybe for squatting or something else, but 1 day off ain't enough for me for deadlifting. I should have been smarter and taken 2 days off at least, maybe 3 days off, and I feel like I could have blown that out of the freaking water. But that's not even the point. Here's the point, guys. This is the most valuable lesson in the freaking video, okay? We beat ourselves up. We get down in the dumps when we can't freaking lift the weight that we sought out to lift in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Like you have a goal, you try to do it, and you can't freaking complete the rep, right? And it hurts. It does. But what's important to keep in mind is that's not a failure, okay? The only failure would be not trying in the first place. Like, oh, I don't think I'm ready yet. I'm going to do, that's a failure, okay? Because how do you ever truly know your potential and your ceiling? The ceiling, how do you ever know what your ceiling is if you don't fail? Right? I know some people are greatly opposed to that. Some people say strength training, you should never fail. But I think it's horse shit. I think that's the only true way that you can get to like your topped, peaked potential. Like right now, today, I can say with 110% certainty that I wasn't strong enough to complete 775 pounds on the deadlifts. It's not to say that I don't have it in me. Now I know. You learn from your failures. You know what I'm saying? Now I know that 1 day off between hip hinging movements, it's not enough. That's how you freaking learn. But this, if I keep circling back to the main point is even putting more weight on the bar than you ever have before and attempting to lift it, that's a PR, right? The fact that I put 775 pounds on the bar is a PR, because I've never done that for conventional deadlift, right? Never done it, already a PR. The fact that I went for it once, broke it off the floor a little bit, okay, that's a PR. I went for it the second time and got it, mid shin or something like that. That's even a bigger PR. And that tells me, guys, that even if I'm not fully recovered, I have the strength, even after 1 day off only, I have the strength to horse that weight up to mid shin. So what happens now if I take 3 or 4 days off and I come back to this? That's the freaking $1 million question. And I feel like the only true way I can put this theory to the test is to take 3 days off now and come back to this and try it again. But my point is, there's no freaking failing. There's no shame in going for something, okay? As long as you have the safety parameters set up, go for it. Freaking go for it. You know what I mean? Like, you never see people fail at the gym because it's humbling. It's humiliating, right? Even at a freaking home gym, it sucks to fail. I don't care if anyone saw me. It wouldn't make a difference. I would be just as crushed failing this lift
because my freaking heart and I wanted it, and this whole workout revolved around hitting this, and it's always just a freaking, it's just a shot to the heart. No, bro, god damn it, when you can't do it. And then you always have a second, and then you second guess yourself. Why did I do that? I'm an idiot, I should have, but you know what? No, there's nothing wrong with that. This freaking lifting journey, it's the marathon, right? It's not a sprint. There's no rush to hit the PRs. But with that being said, you know, all the power in the world, all the freaking kudos in the world for going for the PRs to know where you're at, right? The fact that I got 775 to mid shin now tells me that the 765, like, you know what I'm saying? It's in the bag. Look at the 725 warm up. Herky jerky, no technique, gripped and ripped it the frick off the floor. When only a few months ago, that was a weight I was scared to lift. Okay, and I say that all the time. The heavy weights are scary because you don't know what's gonna happen, right? You don't know if you're gonna humiliate yourself in the gym, if you're gonna budget, you don't know, right? And it takes a lot of freaking courage and adrenaline and cojones to load the sucker up and go for broke, the biggest weight you ever lifted. That takes a lot of freaking courage. So the fear of maxing out it's normal and it's a good thing, right? It kind of freaking the fight or flight response. But once you stop having the fear of lifting the weights, that's when that becomes a warm-up set. I say it all the freaking time. We are so much stronger than we realize, and that our freaking brains allow us to be for our own good, for our own safety. Like all of our bodies, freaking muscles, you know, tendons are capable of lifting so much more, but we just, you know, our intelligence is also our enemy, right? We're smart species. We don't want to lift, you know, hundreds beyond hundreds of pounds because it could tear muscles or tear tendons. But we have to fight that freaking biological, you know, inner drive. We have to fight that and defeat it and then get the courage. So today it's like, as much as I look at it as a failure and it's just like to fail it and then to fail it again and drive me crazy. It's like, oh man, but I have to hit a PR in one way or another, because I used to always preach that. No matter what you do, hit a PR. Don't leave the gym until you hit a PR, right? If you fail a PR on this, whether it's weight or reps, then hit a freaking PR with sets or volume or something. And if you don't do it the first exercise, do it the second exercise. If you don't do it the second, do it the third. If you don't do the third, do it the fourth. And if you can't do it with any of these exercises, hit like an endurance PR, hit a sled push PR, something along those lines. So that's why I, like, in the freaking, you know, frenzy, I'm like, God damn it, like I have to PR on something. But then I take a step back and it's like, no, wait, but brother, that was 2 PRs, loading up the biggest weight in the first place and going for it and even moving it. Even if it was moved only a centimeter, it doesn't matter. Kudos to you. So just something, guys, perception is reality. And when you perceive your day as shitty, you have a shitty day, okay? When you perceive something as, you know, a bad moment within a great day, you look back and you say, that was a great day. That was a shitty moment, but overall, that was a great day. So with the lifting too, it's like I failed it. It was a shitty moment temporarily, but it was, when I look at it objectively, it was a great workout. More weight than ever, not even recovered from, you know, I don't know, 38 hours ago or whatever. Not even fully freaking recovered from the workout. And an all-time weight PR, you know what I'm saying? Moving it a little bit, that much, like, brother, sometimes you gotta take a step back and change our perception. That's the freaking, honestly, that's the key to happiness in life. And it's not easy to do. You know, I preach this all the time and I'm freaking miserable a lot because of one thing or another. But when I take a step back, you know what I mean? You just get clear vision of the situation at hand. And it's like, you want to talk about relationships? Like anytime me and my wife bicker or we have an argument or something like that, you know, you take freaking 5-10 minutes apart, you come together and you say, you know what, like I was an idiot. Like, yeah, you're right here, you know what I mean? And then she has a different perception too. She had to step back to focus on it. And it's just like, why do we argue in the first place? Why do we bicker in the first place? It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing with failing a lift. Like as much as you're pissed, you take 5-10 minutes away from the lift and you think about it. And it's like, you know what, brother? You know, kudos to you, man. The best people at whatever they do in the world fail more than the world. You know what I'm saying? An average person, they don't have to be average, but they never strive for freaking greatness. In order to achieve greatness, you have to freaking fail. because that's how you learn. What separates good from great? You know what I'm saying? Just experience, really. And how do you get experience? Failing. If you just went for everything, you hit it every single time, what is that? You know what I mean? That's nothing. There's nothing to applaud. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you hit a weight every single time you go for it, if you take a step back and look at this objectively, it's clearly you're just not trying. Like you have a lot more in you, but you're not freaking trying. That's how I see that. So again, as long as safety parameters are set up, like you got a spotter, you got safeties, you're warm, you have no joint pain or anything like that, you know, you're loose, right? You know, freaking go for weight and don't be afraid to fail, because honestly, like, there is no failing. The only failing is not freaking trying in the first place.